Championship Wrestling is back. Tune in every Sunday at 12:30 right here on ABC 13 to catch Championship Wrestling Houston Edition, presented by the Arena Theater. Catch all the action and stars of the United Wrestling Network. Every week we'll be bringing you the best of pro wrestling. Get ready for excitement, action, mayhem, laughs, and grit and grime. Championship Wrestling Houston Edition, presented by the Arena Theater. Sundays at 12:30 on ABC 13.
The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Hello everyone, welcome to Championship Wrestling, presented by the Arena Theater. I'm David Marquez, and joining me right now, Uptown Andy Brown. All right, Andy. You know, the Red Carpet Rumble, you lost your championship, but you're going to try to get that back here shortly. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind is that your son has been screwing me every way, man. What's up with that? Is that like a Marquez? Come on.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Anyway, tonight, or whenever this is gonna air, I'm wrestling Watts for my Hollywood Heritage title, and I'm gonna give it everything I got. So Watts, you better be ready, because Uptown Andy Brown is always ready.
All right, Andy Brown's ready. Watts, are you ready? Folks, are you ready at home? Welcome to Championship Wrestling, presented by the Arena Theater, and we'll be back right after this.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 415 pounds, the team of Jordan Clearwater and Dan Joseph.
Getting set to kick off the action this week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. My former broadcast partner, Dan Joseph, returning to in-ring action. Of course, also returned as part of the big Red Carpet Rumble, where he was eliminated somewhat unceremoniously by Ty Matthews and Dickie Mayer.
Is he looking at me? Is he looking at me? Is he trying to start a fight? I swear, I will go in there. I will go in there. Hold me back. I'm going to go in there. He needs to stay his place in the ring. He doesn't belong here anymore. I took the job. I took the job. Much better than you are.
Tell you what, if you go in there, I'll be out another partner.
And introducing their opponents, at a combined weight of 423 pounds, the team of Dickie Mayer and Ty Matthews.
And it was Ty Matthews that really goaded Dan Joseph back to in-ring competition, calling him a shell of his former self, saying he used to be a champion, said some inflammatory things about Dan Joseph, about Dan's family. And careful what you wish for. But Todd Kennel here, joined by Andrew Jasic. Welcome to the broadcast booth.
Welcome, nothing. I took my rightful place as a new voice of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Ty Matthews encouraging Dan Joseph to come back, he wouldn't be where he is right now. Even though he's not in very good shape. I mean, honestly, I could probably beat him up. But even though he's not in necessarily great shape, he still has that heart to come back. He should thank Ty Matthews for all that he's doing right now.
My new partner, certainly opinionated, and we welcome everybody watching wherever you might be watching, including in Houston, Texas on ABC 13, presented by Arena Theater. Welcome to Championship Wrestling. Dan Joseph looks to be in phenomenal shape by my eyes, Andrew, and taking care of business earlier. A little reversal roles from the Red Carpet Rumble as Dan Joseph throws Dickie Mayer to the outside.
Yeah, and don't think that was by accident. He did that very much on purpose as a big insult to saying, you did it to me, I'm going to do it to you. But you know what it looks like to me? He's being a crybaby. He's like, oh, okay, well, you did it to me, I'm going to do it to you. He's throwing a temper tantrum in there. That's why nobody likes Dan Joseph. Listen to the crowd. They hate the man. Listen to that. Listen to those boos for Dan Joseph.
I would beg to differ. And a big right hand, and Dan Joseph, a lengthy layoff from in-ring competition, was out with a knee injury, got surgery, spent a long time up here in the broadcast position, but right back to form. Dan Joseph, a former tag team champion, so no stranger to tag team wrestling, and makes the tag to the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
Now, he only has the count of 5 to get out there. Why that referee hasn't even started beginning the count is just beyond me. But it is what it is, I guess. You know, the referee obviously has his favorites.
And you're calling Dan Joseph a crybaby? Pot meat kettle.
You know, Clearwater, too, has also have Ray Rosas in his head. Make no mistake about that, too. Both of these men have external forces affecting the way they're going to wrestle tonight. If you honestly think that they are going to come out on top with all that extra feedback they have going on in their brain, you have another thing coming.
Well, I might agree with you there, and taking advantage is Dickie Mayer. So fundamentally sounds like he's got ice water running through his veins, especially now under the tutelage of Ty Matthews and Hyper Optimism. These two working together well as a team at the moment. And Ty Matthews has tried to bully this youngster quite a bit over the months.
What do you mean bully? What do you mean bully? What is Ty Matthews really doing to bully? All he's doing is encouraging him to be the best man that he could be. He's right. His kids deserve a better father. His wife deserves a better husband. I don't blame this at all on Ty Matthews.
Well, speaking of Dan Joseph, of course, and that really lit a fire under Dan Joseph, got him back in the ring. And we'll see if that return to the ring will be a victorious one. Right now, Dickie Mayer and Ty Matthews effectively cutting off the ring, Andrew, and really isolating the youngster, Jordan Clearwater.
Unbelievable remarks of a good tag team. They know where to cut off the ring. They do it in a halfway point where there is no possible way that the other member could get to his partner. They are cutting the ring in half and making sure they keep him in the corner. Look at that, elbows, shoulders, chokes in the corner, making sure he stays there right where he belongs.
Dickie Mayer, a well-traveled competitor, spent a lot of time in Japan competing, spent some time recently in China training some of the great young talent out there. So really benefiting from traveling the globe, getting experience all over the world. Ty Matthews checks back in, dressed for success, you might say, but Ty Matthews certainly a powerhouse.
Ty Matthews there missing with the hand, but don't worry, he's got a whole nother one where that came from. Oh, but here comes, look, and this is what I'm talking about. Here comes Clearwater, the closed fist. Can you believe he's using closed fists on Ty Matthews right now?
Big neck breaker there by the Golden Boy. Things coming up golden for him right now, but can he make a tag to Dan Joseph? Dan Joseph, all kinds of fired up. You know he wants to get his hands on that man. You know he wants to get his hands on Matthews. Here's his chance. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Whoa, get him out of here. They didn't make the tag. They didn't make the tag. Get him out of here. Finally, the ref has some sense in him. He's getting him out of there. They are trying to come in without making a tag at all.
Well, clearly he did make the tag, but I suppose the ref can't call what he can't see. Gore now by Matthews. He's put tons of people away. Not like this. Oh, my goodness.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Too many external forces in their heads. They could not have won this match. No possible way.
Taking advantage of the distraction there, Dan Joseph wanted to get his hands on Ty Matthews. He was robbed of that opportunity. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood continues right after this.
Welcome back to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. John Roberts here at ringside, joined at this time by the Charging Bull with the Golden Horns, Mr. Howdy Price. Now, Howdy, last week in the Red Carpet Rumble, your Ranchero Rogelio was very impressive, outlasting a lot of other competitors all the way to the top 3 in the final 3, but he was not victorious. I'm curious what the future holds for you and Rogelio.
Well, first off, howdy! And second of all, you are absolutely right. My Ranchero Rogelio was 100% impressive. And even though he did not win the Red Carpet Rumble, you need to realize something. Even a jet engine needs to cool down when it's pulling all the weight. So what is in the future for my Ranchero, and most importantly, Howdy Price? Well, it should be the right thing, because we have proved beyond that we deserve a shot and that we want Watts. Now, I would say that the ball is in your court, but Howdy Price don't play games. And I would say that the choice is yours, but there's no other option. So what I'm saying is that the pen is in your hand. Sign it, make it happen, and we gonna make it happen. So do we have a deal, or are you gonna have to deal?
Well, you heard it, the challenge laid out by Howdy Price to Watts. We'll see if that is answered. Don't go anywhere, folks. Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and the action continues right now.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Palm Beach, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 189 pounds, D-Man Dan Parker.
Gonna keep things rolling here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. We heard the words of Howdy Price. Wants a piece of Watts, perhaps to get to that Heritage Championship, but will Watts be the champion after our main event? He takes on Uptown Andy Brown later on, but here we see D-Man Dan Parker.
And introducing his opponent from the City of Roses, weighing in at 220 pounds, Vinny Wasco!
Vinny Wasco, the opposition for D-Man Dan Parker.
You know, everybody loves a Patriot until that Patriot is Canadian. Seems a little bit rude on behalf of this audience, don't you think?
D-Man Dan Parker certainly always has some choice words for the American audience. So for those watching on in Memphis and Houston, Texas, I'm sure you've got some opinions on D-Man Dan Parker. Should be a good matchup, though. Two of the young, up-and-coming stars of Championship Wrestling. D-Man Dan Parker has really made a name for himself lately. Big opportunities with the likes of Impact Wrestling up in Canada, competing on Impact.
This young man is definitely even more than an up-and-comer. He's almost an already there person. He's incredibly skilled and technically sound. There's no question about it. Other than the fact that everybody in this audience hates him because he speaks his truth. You know, that's the only thing he has going against him. But otherwise, he's all over it.
Oh yeah, he's a great competitor. Just ask him. Taking control of Vinny Wasco in the early going. Now, fans watching on, you might notice that the ring ropes, a bright pink, and October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Championship Wrestling is teamed up with the American Cancer Society. And our own Dustin and Maria Starr in Memphis really taking action and donating. And so you can look for all information. You go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com and help their efforts. And their event last year, they raised $175,000. Let's beat that number and let's body slam cancer.
Well, Wasco sure loves to use his knee a lot, doesn't he? And that can't be legal either. Look at how much he's using his extremity body parts to his advantage. It's almost dirty play, in my opinion.
Wasco's very technically sound. He does know how to use his body as a weapon. Part of his training and tutelage in Santino Brothers, a very aggressive fight camp, a very aggressive gym. And you see him again using that knee to really wrench and put the pressure on the arm as well.
Wrench the arm, my foot. He was wrenching his throat. That was an obvious, blatant choke. And, you know, if he was half of the athlete that you said he was, he wouldn't need to do things like that. Look at the fair play. Oh, never mind.
Well, if you figure that to be a shortcut of sorts, I would figure you'd be a proponent of that.
I'm a proponent to getting some ice on that chest after that chop. That was nasty.
Vinny Wasco, he's got only one speed, and that's full speed ahead. He's a powerful, physical competitor. And taking it to D-Man. He might just have a Canadian maple leaf on that chest after that.
Okay, I think that was somewhat of an inappropriate comment, honestly. But look. And Parker is not phased. Goes right back to that arm. Nice shoulder wrenches into it. Wearing down Wasco despite Wasco's evidence to cheat.
I'm just saying, as D-Man goes for the cover here, a handprint looks somewhat like a maple leaf. He can have, his chest could match his tights. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an anti-Canadian thing for you to do. See, people like you are the reason that Parker hates Americans. Don't worry, Parker, I'm with you, buddy. You and me.
Isolating the arm now is Dan Parker, a variation of a Fujiwara armbar here. Dan Parker using his elbow much like Vinny Wasco was using his knee earlier on. Wasco getting back to a vertical base, trying to fight from underneath and doing a pretty good job of it.
Oh, what's fair is fair. You know, you do to me, I do to you. That's just only fair.
Rear waist lock here by Wasco. Rolls through, trying to get the pinning combination. Just couldn't get the shoulders down on the mat there. Nice counter by D-Man Dan Parker. Look at the fluidity of motion. Into a variation of the abdominal stretch here. Impressive.
Abdominal stretch. This might be it. If he is able to hold this for a good 40 seconds, he might be able to win. Never mind.
Beautiful counter wrestling there by Wasco. Wasco sent him shoulder first into the post, roll up, looking for the victory, only a count of 2.
Might have been grabbing the tights there. I'm not quite sure, but that's what it looked like to me.
Didn't see it on my monitor, but yeah, might have been. Back
Listen to these people. They are chanting, Canada, Canada. Looking at behind Parker right now.
I have to get my ears checked. Nice physical maneuver there by Parker. Only gets a count of 2. Vinny Wasco, a big, tough, powerful competitor, and it's tough to keep him down for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Vinny Wasco definitely has the size advantage over Parker, but keep in mind that Parker has the skill set. He has the fitness. Look at how chiseled this man is. He has more muscles than a seafood platter. You think Parker is really concerned with Wasco at this point?
It's good just to see D-Man Dan Parker back in action. He was in the red carpet rumble. He took a hellacious flight to the outside in that elimination. In fact, Parker was the final entrant, came in at number 30. Again, that shoulder is being put on the dissection plate here, and it is getting taken apart. Window of opportunity perhaps now for Wasco to get something going.
Adding insult to injury now. He doesn't have to be doing that. Now it's an unfair fight. The man only has one arm. So what are you going to do? You're going to go over and cripple the man some more? Seems a little bit mean, doesn't it?
Whatever happened to the strategy of picking a body part and staying with it? Shoulder breaker now. That's not going to do Parker any favors. Big hook of the leg. Big win for Wasco. No.
Look at... Whoa!
Here is your winner, Vinny Wasco.
Wow, that was a photo finish, a dead heat. Wasco with the shoulder breaker. And all that residual damage on the shoulder. Dan Parker not able to slip the shoulder out in time. Oh my, was that close. More action coming your way on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
I am here with the United World Tag Team Champions, Taylor and Thomas Day, the Soul Burners. Gentlemen, before you make your way to the ring for that night...
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. We just wanted to let you know, congratulations. We're proud of you guys for becoming tag team champions, but we got to go for a while. We got some messes to clean up in Area 51, so we just wanted to say good luck as champs, and who knows, maybe when we come back we can have some fun with you guys.
We before we go, we just want to make sure, is everything cool between us finally? Like I hope that we proved enough that we're not who you thought we were this entire time, and we can just move on and get past all this.
You mean that? You mean
that thing that we're clearly not? Yeah, that.
Well, hey, either way, we're proud of you.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right. And good luck.
Thank you.
We didn't brainwash you. We didn't bust up your chin.
All right, we didn't do anything. We didn't. All right, guys. You guys have fun.
We're good.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Well, gentlemen, I know you're about to go into non-title competition, but would you maybe consider Rockness viable opponents for your first title defense?
The Soul Burners are all about being noble and honest in this world. That's a pretty noble, honest thing for them to do, I think. How about this? Let's focus on our match tonight. Let's go further into the lightness. Mm-hmm. We'll worry about that later.
Brother. As long as this drum beats, the United Tag Division is going to have to understand that the Soul Burners are on fire.
Let's go, brother.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Okay, folks, welcome back to Championship Wrestling, presented by the Arena Theater. I'm David Marquez, standing by here with the new Hollywood Heritage Champion, Watts. You won this in the Red Carpet Rumble, and it was historic. You beat 30 men. You're the champion, but the former champion's hot on your tail.
I'm going to put it to you like this. I am the squash god. Long may I reign.
All right, that's a big man, Watts. Big words. But you know what? That's coming up later in the main event right here on Championship Wrestling, presented by the Arena Theater.
The following contest is a non-title tag team match. Introducing first, representing Jamie Iovine's upper class at a combined weight of 350 pounds, Chris Bay, Swade Thompson, double platinum.
United Tag Team Championships not on the line here, but certainly high stakes matchup. between former champions and current champions, and if the former champs, Double Platinum, get a win here, could open the door for a shot down the line.
You know what? I feel like everybody in this audience is going broke right now just watching these two people come to the ring. You know, talk about the upper class. Look at the style, look at the finesse. They are a force to be reckoned with.
Not dripping with quite as much gold as they once had, and they would love to do something to remedy that by winning back the tag team titles. A win here might give them the opportunity.
And introducing their opponents at a combined weight of 380 pounds, they are the United World Tag Team Champions, Ryan Taylor and Thomas Day, the Soul Burners.
Soul Burners, centered, ready for action, and this will be a true test. Tag team titles not on the line, but what a ride it's been for the Soul Burners ever since defeating former champions Reno Scum. And a tough test here, should be a great matchup. And Andrew, I know you're new to the broadcast booth here, but tag team wrestling, since the dawning of this program, has really been a fixture of championship wrestling. And you're going to see two of the very best teams hook it up here.
Oh, I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm a little bit remiss, however. They consider themselves to be a very good tag team, but all I see is a very big hippie and then Thomas Tay.
I see what you did there. Ryan Taylor, Thomas Day were in action as part of the Red Carpet Rumble. They teamed with none other than NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis, albeit in a losing effort, taking on Ricky Starks and Peter Avalon and Cowboy James Storm. But Double Platinum, a good look at perhaps challengers down the line.
The uppest of the upper class. Is that a word? Uppest? It is now. The uppest of the upper class. Look at those two. Finesse like a man. Let's go, baby.
Chris Bay figures himself to be the ultimate finesser. Now, certainly, it's been a reversal of fortunes recently for the upper class in a good way. Royce Isaacs became the United Television champion as part of the Red Carpet Rumble festivities, beating Scorpio Sky and Bateman triple threat match to regain the gold. And Iovine and company would love to regain the tag team gold down the line. A chance to turn some heads here, and it's going to be Thomas Day kicking things off with Swade Thompson.
Yeah, Thomas Day needs to turn a razor to his chest. Look at that thing. It looks like a bear died on top of him. What's going on there?
Into the cover.
He's not going to get it that quickly. Come on.
Maybe
now.
that's why Swade is, wearing that shirt. You don't want to mess around, get rug burn. Nice single leg takedown and grapevining the leg and all kinds of tied up is Swade Thompson. I don't think he's got the same type of flexibility that Thomas Day has.
You think you learned that in the commune or wherever he lives at?
I don't know if I've ever seen that on a yoga mat. And Swade Thompson in a bad way in the early going. Tag is made. In comes Ryan Taylor. And there is nowhere to go but down here for Swade Thompson.
That seems a little bit unfair. There's too much athleticism on that side of the ring. They were working out and dieting and stuff. So it's an unfair advantage at this point.
Well, they're not the champions for nothing. Cravat now by Ryan Taylor. Such a devastating striker. Now you see the continuity, frequent tags as they isolate Swade Thompson. You're an expert color analyst. What can Thompson possibly do to better his position right now?
I'll tell you what he could do to better his position in my book. He could probably get away from the fact that these two are cheating against him so much. They only have the count of 5. It's remarkable to me how...
Well, maybe that's what you do. You cheat. Jamie Iovine on the outside, getting a hold of the leg.
I have no idea what you're talking about cheating. Nobody saw any cheating. Audiences see any cheating, and it's only cheating if you get caught. Keep that in mind.
Well, that bettered his position all right. Controversy abounds there, and Swade Thompson now taking control for his team and taking Thomas Day into enemy territory. Makes the tag. Our first look here now at the ultimate finesser, Chris Bay.
Chris Bay is awesome. The man is fluent. He knows everything he's going to do 3 seconds before he does it, even though he runs at 1,000,000 miles per hour. See, right now, he's just playing possum. He's letting them think that they're going to take advantage. You see, what did I tell you? Pull him right back, cut that ring off. Let's take more advantage of this man.
Hate to admit it, but a heads-up move there, moved by Swade Thompson. Double Platinum taking control by any means necessary. This match continues right after this.
Championship Wrestling is back. Tune in every Sunday at 12:30 right here on ABC 13 to catch Championship Wrestling Houston Edition, presented by the Arena Theater. Catch all the action and stars of the United Wrestling Network. Every week we'll be bringing you the best of pro wrestling. Get ready for excitement, action, mayhem, laughs, and grit and grime. Championship Wrestling Houston Edition, presented by the Arena Theater. Sundays at 12:30 on ABC 13.
Welcome back, everybody, to Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Tag team action throughout the break. Ever since the interference by Jamie Iovine on the outside, it's been all double platinum.
Oh, you love to spread vicious rumors, don't you? What does it matter how they got to the point they are at? They got to the point they're at. Chris Bay is taking control right now, and that it doesn't mean that they're in that position because they cheated or somebody interfered or whatever the case is. The fact of the matter is they're there, and that's what matters.
Well, at least I got you to admit it. Cheating and interference by Iovine on the outside, but proof is in the pudding here, and it's all Chris Bay right now, and he's having some fun and putting the flexibility of Thomas Day to the test. Vicious stomp right to the wrist. Good way to break some bones there.
Vicious is right. Chris Bay has, he throws more bombs than the U.S. Air Force. Look at the tenacity of this man. Keeping him right in the corner. That's very, very smart.
Nice tandem offense there. Thompson comes in with the quick senton into the cover. This is certainly a main event caliber match, but we still have the Hollywood Heritage title on the line in our main event still to come. The brand new champion Watts, who won it by besting 29 other men in the red carpet rumble, takes on former champion who had to defend it in that very same red carpet rumble, Uptown Andy Brown, still coming your way.
You know, if Andy Brown had the chest hair that Thomas Day does, he might have a little bit of a better chance because it gives him some protection against the chops from Watts, you know what I mean?
I don't think anything's gonna protect you from the squash god, from the big man. Referee did not notice the tag, and again...
What tag? What tag? There was no tag.
The tag was clearly
If
made.
the ref didn't see the tag, there was no tag. Why do you spread vicious rumors?
No,
all
you
the
were
time?
too busy talking about chest hair and protection, and maybe you would have seen it too.
Well, how can I not? There's more chest hair than there is ring right there.
Double Platinum continues to keep Thomas Day isolated here, cutting off the ring. And a tough break for the tag team champions because Thomas Day had made the tag, but not detected by the official. And Thomas Day's got a big hill to climb here.
Yeah, just keep on digging yourself further in the rabbit hole. It's obvious you have your favorites, and that's all fine and dandy, but let's not mislead our audience at home, okay? The referee didn't see the tag. There was no tag made. Let's move on. Look at this for Chris Bay. Look at him holding him in. What is that, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. There it is, and down he goes. Despite the knee. You know what held him up there? The chest hair.
Into the cover now goes
hair.
Chris Bay. Maybe so, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, you're right though. Tenacious there was Chris Bay because Thomas Day with a counter knee attempt, and Bay still able to execute that suplex. But that's because Thomas Day has been isolated. It's been 2-on-1, really 3-on-1, and he's just getting ragdolled at the moment.
What do you mean 3-on-1? Are you accusing the cameraman of interfering?
No, I'm accusing Iovine. Swade Thompson checks back in. He's fresh. And the tag team champions are in big-time jeopardy here in this non-title affair. Desperation jawbreaker, but heads-up move by Thompson to make Ryan Taylor a non-factor.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Sorry. Back in you go. And you know, the chest hair, it's like Velcro. It sticks to everything. They don't even need to lift him up at this point. They just kind of have to put their hands on his chest and go.
Look at this. Vicious double powerbomb. They call that the last Uber. Is that going to do it? Deep hook of the leg. No.
I'm going to call that the hippie flippy. That's what I'm going to call it. The hippie flippy. on the Namaste.
Chris Bay beside himself, as is that man, Jamie Iovine, saying that was 3, but no, sir. Big double team offense, double power bomb, the last Uber, not able to put Thomas Day away. What is it gonna take? Uh-oh, look out here, a little friendly fire. No question in that one. Tag was made there, referee saw it, and we've got a fresh and very dangerous Ryan Taylor. What a prolific striker Taylor is.
Tyler's been all around the place. He's been all over the world. He's been in Japan. You name a city or a country, that man has been there. He knows his technical wrestling, and I totally understand that. But let's be honest, the only reason he's ahead right now is because the fans are on his side, because they're jealous of the upper class.
Well, he's fresh because he was isolated on the apron for so long, but finally made that tag, and now it's paying dividends. Big scissor kick. Ultimate finesser in ultimate trouble here. Ankle lock now. Out of the frying pan into the fire. He can strike you. He can submit you. Taylor can do it all.
He's a mere inches away from the ropes. A mere inches away. All he's got to do is crawl just a little bit more.
Boy, if he could grapevine those legs and maybe drop to the canvas, there would be nobody. He's got the other leg pinned. So now Chris Bay can't crawl towards those ropes, and it takes a saving effort by Swade Thompson to break it up.
I don't know if it took a saving effort. I'm pretty sure that Chris Bay was kicking out right at the precise moment that Thompson came in.
What a great way to nullify your opponent getting to the ropes, pinning that opposite knee. Uh-oh, look at that. Double super kick.
Here
downstairs.
it is. It's the end. It's the end.
Nobody home for that big knockout shot off the top. Thomas Day coming from the heavens. Question mark kick there. And the question is, who's the legal man in this thing at this point? Oh, it's right. Oh my goodness, what a Death Valley driver.
Upstairs goes Thomas Day. We call this the flying hippie something. I'm going to figure out a move later, but it's the flying hippie something.
It's the Burning Man is what they're going for, but now Jamie Iovine in there covering his man up. He has no business being in the ring.
Now clearly Jamie Iovine probably thought the match was already over and he was going to raise Chris Bay's hand. That's what I would figure. That's why he's in there. Obviously a misunderstanding. The referee will let this match continue.
The match would have been over. Oh, and he's getting him out of here. The referee throwing Iovine out of the ringside area, it would seem. And that will certainly even the odds.
I don't know about even the odds. That was kind of unnecessary. What is Iovine doing in there that calls for the referee to kick him out? The referee's obviously on a power trip right now and wants to please these idiots.
What the heck is this?
That's Vermin.
Kevin Martinson and Johnny Yuma. What in the world?
Vermin is back at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. No, this could be it.
Not like this. Referee still tied up with Iovine. Referee back in. There's one, there's two. Oh my goodness.
Here are your winners, Double Platinum.
I am at a loss for words. I said what in the world, but from what world? Where in the world did Vermin come from?
The point is, Vermin is here. They've been teasing us for a little while now, and they're here. They are here to make a statement.
Main event still coming up as we try and figure out what's going on here. Heritage title on the line next. Getting set for action here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And Andrew, do you know what my favorite words are?
More please.
No, it's main event time, and that's what we've got. You take a look at former Heritage champion, fighting champion, Uptown Andy Brown. He had to be a fighting champion, had to put the title on the line in the red carpet rumble, made it all the way to the final two, where he just couldn't overcome the big man and the new champion, Watts. And here you see the champion, brand new Hollywood Heritage champion, Watts. Won it in the red carpet rumble. What a performance the big man turned in. Looked like a home run derby as he was sending everybody over the fence, throwing out opponents left and right. came down to him and the former champion, Uptown Andy Brown. What a classic confrontation that was in the closing minutes of the red carpet rumble. But in the end, the big man was a little bit too much and made history becoming the champ. Here to set the stage for our championship main event, ring announcer Adnan Qureshi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Hollywood Heritage Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Avocado Heights, California, weighing in at 205 pounds, Uptown Andy Brown. And introducing his opponent, he is the Hollywood Heritage Champion. This is Watts.
Stage is set for our Heritage title main event. Electric atmosphere, big fight feel here in the Ocean View Pavilion. Big man with the championship. Former champ taking a good look at it, and that's what it's all about. Hollywood Heritage title on the line. And I defer to you, Andrew, your thoughts on this big main event championship matchup.
I'll be honest, I don't necessarily care for either one of these individuals, but if I had to bet my money, I'd probably say Mr. Watts has the advantage. The man has more hooks than a tackle box. Regardless if Andy Brown has more guts than a Tripe Factory, the fact of the matter is, Watts is the bigger man, he's the badder man, and I've seen this man in action up close and personal. He's not afraid to bend the rules a little bit to keep that belt.
Andy Brown went one-on-one with Watts at the end of the red carpet rumble. It was a fireworks show, both guys hitting with heavy artillery. Andy Brown looking to make quick work of the champion, trying to catch him sleeping, German suplex, oh my goodness. Trying to chop down the big tree, hits him right on the brainstem. He's got him dead to rights now. Only a count of one.
I wonder if Andy Brown really thought that one quick move at the beginning of the bell was going to win him that belt. Do you understand? That's why somebody of Andy Brown's caliber of mentality could not possibly become a champion.
Well, he's been the champion. What a difference a year makes, though. Must make mention. Andy Brown won the 2018 red carpet rumble. Won the title then throughout that year and would go on to lose that championship, Heritage Championship, at this year's Red Carpet Rumble. I think Andy Brown feels that he was slighted somewhat. I mean, he admits that Watts beat him fair and square, but I don't think deep down Andy Brown feels he should have had to put the title on the line in the Rumble.
You're right. So you're saying that Andy Brown is a whiny little crybaby. That's what you're saying.
No, I'm saying this is a match. He gets a one-on-one match with Watts. This is a rightful rematch. Oh, he's got them all tucked in here and might be putting the big man to sleep. Oh my goodness. Look out, can he do it?
No way. No possible way he's going to get Watts down.
Powerbomb. What a quick start here by the former champion and perhaps future champion. Rolls him back towards the center. Here's the cover, going to do it? No. But that was getting closer and closer.
Yes, closer and closer. Of course, every time you wear down your opponent, you're about to get a little bit more than you did last time. Doesn't mean he's any closer. He's throwing every single thing that he has at Watts right now. Every single thing that he has at Watts.
You got to. Look out here. He was looking for the COD.
And obviously, it's not good enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? Watts is too smart for Andy Brown right now.
Fall away slam. Digging down deep is the champion, Watts, who weathered the storm. An incredible offensive onslaught by the challenger to kick things off. And Watts runs into the big clothesline there. Boy, something's got to give in this one.
I would not want to be looking down Watts' face right now. The man is just scary. He's big. He makes the floor shake when you walk. I mean, he's a big, big guy, and he's not afraid to use his size to his advantage.
Andy Brown trying to be a giant slayer here and going to work, using the ring as a resource, as a weapon effectively. But to your point, you mentioned earlier, did he think that opening onslaught would get the win? He was trying to run back the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And it certainly nullified the usual quick start. Look out here, pile driver on the apron, and the big man crumbles to the floor. Pile driver, I mean, talk about pulling out all the stops. Nobody has done this in the early going to Watts. The challenger in control. Can he stay that way? We'll find out after this. Welcome back, everyone, to our Heritage Championship main event. And Andy Brown has been in control throughout the break. Well, until he runs into that single haymaker. A single shot by the champion Watts can turn the tide, Andrew.
During the break, Andy Brown kept gotten a break in the count as well. So it has to be said about the fact that Andy Brown is trying to take Watts out of his element. He pound drived him on top of the apron. He worked him on the outside. And every single time that the referee was trying to count them out, he broke up the count, wanted to make sure that he gets that belt. Andy Brown is smart. I give him that. But the fact of the matter is, he is underestimating the ability of Watts. Look at Watts right now. After taking a pile driver on the ring apron, he's back there right now climbing the top rope, sealing in his destiny as the champion.
Well, not even gravity could beat Watts. Watts with the drop kick, and now the big man perched up top, pulling out all the stops in his own right. Big flying clothesline by Watts.
That's got to be it. 1, 2, and 3.
No, sir.
Now, I don't know if he's smart or if he's stupid, but he keeps on kicking out of those pins.
Former champion is full of heart. Wants his opportunity to regain the gold. You recall the red carpet rumble. There were times Watts called his shot, called for the music, and couldn't put Andy Brown away initially. No one had done that. Watts eventually would overcome Andy Brown and win the title. And that's exactly what he's having to do here again. Can he do it? He was looking for that goozle, that choke, to lead to the choke force, and countered here. Hand control, wrist control now by Andy Brown. Elevated into the knee now was Andy Brown. Physical matchup with the title hanging in the balance.
That might be it right there. I'm surprised Watts hasn't called for his music already.
Hitting the DNR there, the do not resuscitate, and you could see that Andy Brown, gazing at the count, had just the presence of mind to kick out of that, and you can hear what the crowd thinks of the action.
You could call it a presence of mind. I call it an absence of mind. How many people have been put away with that DNR? You know why? They're smart enough to stay down. They quit while they're on the bottom. Andy Brown has too much heart, and he's not listening to his head right now.
Watts not without his admirers here as well, as he has left a wake of destruction through basically the entire roster here, and now trying to measure him. Andy Brown was able to count earlier. I don't know that he's got the wherewithal to do it this time. Might be the beginning of the end. Might be time for the choke force. No, countered into a Hurricane Rana. You gotta be kidding me. How many lives does this guy have?
Andy Brown is not giving up. I totally give him all the credit in the world.
Oh! COD! COD! Oh, he kicked out at 1. Are you kidding me, Andrew?
At 1. How many minutes are we into this match? How many minutes? What, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes already in the match? And Watts is taken out at the count of 1? Are you kidding me? Look at Watts right now. You honestly think he's going to lose this championship tonight?
Well, if he didn't there, I don't know what it's going to take. Springboard concussion on delivery. What? Andy Brown! Turnabout's fair play. Andy Brown's calling his shot. He's calling the first music. Big Superman punch. Oh my goodness, doing it with some style points. No, Watts kicks out.
I know you said it before. You said it before that Watts called his music, Andy Brown kicked out. Nobody did that, but guess what? The one and only time that Andy Brown does it, Watts kicks right out. You know what that means? Watts is 1 for 1 right now, batting 1,000. Let's go, Watts.
Andy Brown was a fighting champion. It defined his career to finally win that title. He wants it so badly, and he's got the dominant champion in trouble. He's throwing everything he's got at Watts. Thus far, it hasn't been enough, and he might wrap it up with a bow if he can get this package pile driver, but can he get the big man up? Easier said than done.
Watts right back there with that hard right hook. And again, there's no possible way that Andy Brown can withstand any more of this punishment. I understand that he wants that championship.
Choke force, there it is. Center of the ring, gets it.
Here is your winner and still Hollywood Heritage Champion, Watts.
Impressive victory by the big man. This was a heavyweight title fight. It was a slugfest. And challenger Uptown Andy Brown got the jump on Watts. Here you see the big pile driver on the apron, springboard, COD for a 1 count. And in the end, Andrew, Watts catches him with the choke force, gets the 1, 2, 3. Your thoughts?
I give Andy Brown all the credit in the world for actually showing up tonight instead of staying home. But let's be honest, we all knew that Watts would walk away with that championship tonight.
Watts knows he was in a fight. He earned this title defense. And we'll see you next week on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Okay, friends, matches like that, main events like that is what Championship Wrestling from Hollywood is all about. I thank you all for inviting us into your living rooms right here on ABC 13. Catch us next week. Until then, I'm David Marquez. See you next time.